going to be making some decorations for my grandma's cake. So first, I'm going to be rolling up this fondant into a ball. Now I'm going to be using these tools to be making shapes for my fondant. And in order to make those shapes, I have some cookie cutters. This is like a flower. This also sort of a flower, and this. So this is gonna as like a flowery cake, if you can't already tell. Now I'm going to be taking this fondant and I'm going to be putting some food coloring in it. I'm putting some orange food coloring. So it looks like for the color, it actually turned out being red, so I thought maybe I should just make it a pink color. So now I'm going to be showing you how to make roses. So first, you take the fondant you have, you flatten the fondant out. Just give me a minute. It should look like this within it if you would like. So now I'm going to take this piping bag thing, and I'm going to use this as a circle, and let me just show you. So you put 3 circles, 1, 2, let me just see, the spaces again. Now, I think we can fit 1 more. Okay, so now, if you don't know what we're going to be doing, we're going to be overlapping the circles. If you don't know how to do that, just follow these steps. So first put 1 in the middle, and now you put 1 on the side and 1 on the other side. So now we're just gonna like twist it, sort of like this. So now you just have to cut it in half. I mean, that's your choice, but I'm going to make it look more nicer. So now be careful if you're doing this as a child, because you could get hurt. So this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to be adding a different flower for like the accent of the cake. So you take the fondant, you put it like this for the stick. Make sure it's covered, because it could fall if it isn't. Covering up the space. And now I'm gonna roll it out to make it look nicer. Now what you're going to do is you're going to be taking scissors, 4 snips on one side. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do it again on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you could do it more if you like. Now I'm going to be doing it at the front and the back. So that's what it looks like. Maybe you could shape the top, like 1, and then 2. And then just make sure it's on there. And then, here is a little accent. Perfect. For another rose technique, first you have to cut out a circle, so pinch it in the middle, like that, and then you just waffle it up. Now I'm going to be cutting it in half. And here is the final product. really small, tiny star-shaped cookie cutter with fondant in it. So I'm gonna put this on a sponge, and then I'm going to crush it with my tool. And look how beautiful that is. So now I'm going to do it again, but with a different shape. So now, here it is. Here's the cookie cutter. And now what we're going to do, I'm actually going to be using a different one. I'll actually be using this, and I'll be just pushing it down like that. And then all I have to do is push it out a little with my finger. And now look. I'm done making all of my cute little tiny flowers. Okay, so I already finished baking the cake and we frosted it. Now I'm going to be cutting the cake and I'm going to show you what it looks like after. So what we're going to do, we're probably going to make it stand up, and I'm going to show you how that looks like later. Okay, so I have the flowers. So now I'm going to be putting them all over the cake. Now I'm going to be putting some flowers on the bottom. So I could put one here. And I'm just going to put where I like it. Now I'm going to be putting this decoration on this side. So I finally got finished making this cake for my grandma, and I hope she likes the cake.